Welcome back. Is studying abroad in Mirage the final part? You see, my story page is so to explain the other side of abroad nobody really talks about or nobody really cares about. We all pretend as if it is always stunning. If anything, it's often more gloomy than it is stunning. My great Yoruba people will say, ohun ojú rí lójú ogun, ẹnu kò lè délé ròyìn. Meaning, what we see in a warfare, whatever we see in a warfare can't be fully expatiated. Back to the story. The darkened part in question, the story of lack of camaraderie, wasn't connected to any form of racism or discriminations, I should say, or I must say. Perhaps the fact that I was studying a course literally meant for citizens was a point of this concern. Let me draw home my points herewith by fast-forwarding some bits. Let's rush up to the future some bit. We'll come back to the story in a due. After I got my MSc certificate in policing and intelligence analysis, I had tried to apply for a detective police position with the Metropolitan Police. The application was turned down from the word go on the basis that only permanent residents or UK citizens could apply. My first shock. So I came to do a course that I couldn't work in the field as an immigrant. Wow. No wonder I was the only black guy and new immigrant in the classroom. The second black gent in my set, a Ghanaian, had lived in the UK for decades, and he was literally the only friend I had. No more, no less. Would you believe that from the start of the program to the end thereof, I didn't have a single phone number of anyone in the class, apart from the Ghanaian gent I talked about. Despite spending 3 semesters, neither was I added to the WhatsApp group I learned was ongoing or operating at the time. Anyway, I wasn't looking for friends or friendship, but I will tell you the lacuna or where this became somewhat a point of concern. Many times as humans, we have some unintended fakery around our loads of fun-looking postures, great social media photos, stunning studded shining videos. I guess this is part of a life battle. But buried beneath these smiles are many wars and tribulations fought or passed through to attain whatever status we seem to have gotten. Simplicity. The abroad people, or people in the diaspora, I feel like, don't like to share their stories, their full stories, to those not in the journey for the fears of being tagged failure, incompetent, ill luck, or whatever. We see all and we bury all. This is why social media life is a fake one, oftentimes than not for me. If you follow what is happening on the social media, like the popular Oba Solomon would say. This is why I often say living abroad reflects a lifestyle of a secret society and never follow the steps of anyone else. Should life be lived in deceit? Hell no, this shouldn't be life or true living. I'll tell you a story on why abroad returnees always overblow their trumpets with emptiness or nothingness in file. Just follow me. That's a story for another day. Let's go back to the story. And I indulge you to listen with attention. This story is getting to the peak. Like all my other stories, this story isn't about complaints, frustrations, or regrets. Far away from it. The goal behind saying it is so to educate anyone or everyone whose course of life might resonate with mine, or most especially to see this life as being a laneway, a venel, an alley, just a narrow path that goes with time. Back to the BCU, the Birmingham City University story mainly. By the time the program came to an end and convocation day fixed, I was all alone by myself. I took my pictures, even on the convocation ground, by myself with the help of a selfie stick. And I was all alone. Then I realized what we study in school or the reason for going to school at all goes beyond a mere certificate of award. Even the connection so established should last eternity. But in a scenario where little or none was formed, it begs the question, Where is thy memory of nostalgia to fondly remember after now? Then I remembered how much of fun-filled, long-lasting nostalgic effect OAU had created in me. That is the university where I had my undergraduate degree. The connection I had then, the camaraderie, the networking, the fight of politics and argument in the classroom, the chasing of girls in our Mozambique hall and sport hall, because only working class bad guys would drive to take our Moremi babes out, you know. I had remembered missing night reading with colleagues in OAU, night walking around with guys, nights of gyration, mojo nights even, Aluta continuous songs. The great classmates like the now Dr. Olubunmi Akpeloko, the beautiful ones like Saheed Akinshola, now an IT guru in the States, the Simisola Fashola of this world, the Ariba Tishe of blessed memory, the Godwin, the Teller, current head of a program in a university in South Africa, the Bimbo, the Tope Akpata, the Biola Aruna, the Leke in Abuja, the Shoga of Ogun State politics that bought a car battery for my car, for my newly bought car some time ago. Why would you even buy a car without a battery? The list of these guys goes on and on and on. Who would believe it will be colleagues at the undergraduate university that will make my stay in Houston, Texas a worthy experience? Saheed Akinshola and Wale Omoga had picked me up at the Houston airport, accommodated me, a worthy experience, while the Jide of PPE was of immense help in finding my comfort zone. Who says great relationships don't matter? Who says what you earn in the university is only 1 year pali or certificate you may want to call it? Don't let me bore you with my awesome roommates while at the degree program in Ife some 2 decades ago thereabouts. The Dayolo Idi, today's seasoned surgeon. We still speak till tomorrow. Even Omololu was great at his time. To now attend a university and depart like a crawling snake on apata, ejo to koja lori apata tí kò nípa. I cannot. This remains a shocking revelation to my imagination. Can we continue the main story and wrap up this way? Despite my decision to continue my study up to the PhD level before retiring home, my wife had beckoned on me someday, saying that, what exactly is the point of studying a whole PhD for another 4 years and ending up with a mere certificate? No connection, no camaraderie, no networking. Nothing may be formed. And since you are retiring home soonest, why not concentrate your efforts on the great home you are building and form your connection with your people? Go back and study at home, where you know your people and your people will know you. Again, an issue of self-identity. You can't have it fully resolved abroad. No way. Life again isn't about money or money alone or chase for money. Listen up. By my story, I am not discouraging you or anyone from coming abroad for study or whatever. Gladly, I will help you with visa guide to the best of my capacity if consulted. Some of us are only seeing our returns back to motherland as imminent as the next daylight. After all, journeys of life aren't and can never be the same. When I later saw UK classes with Lagos or Nigerian students overflowing few years after that, I couldn't believe I had attended a university in the same UK with total lonesomeness in my time. Conclusively, given another opportunity, would I say study at the great Birmingham City University or even the UK at all? Well, you be the judge. I'll see you on the next ordeal of life. Thank you for watching.